Hi, this is Jim Obermeyer. This is about heaven, an experience that I had when I was 15, quite a few years ago. My brother had open heart surgery and he did not make it through the surgery. He was 20 years of age. He had had a heart problem for many, many years, probably born with it, I'm guessing by what the doctor said after his surgery in 1962. So it was quite a while ago. Anyway, that day, my brother died, and we were in shock, of course. We thought he'd make it through the surgery, and he didn't. That night I went to bed. I was 15, and before morning came, I had a dream, but it was more like a vision. I saw my brother in heaven. I have to describe it to you. I believe it was only one small part of heaven, but it made me a believer for sure. I was talking to him. He was on the other side of a fence. There was like an old split wood rail fence between us, and I was talking to him, but in the background, it was absolutely beautiful. Green, lush hills with trees, and it was a beautiful scene. Now, was that all of heaven? Of course not. Heaven is so great, I can't think that we can imagine how great it's going to be. With the Lord there and what he has created to be for us in heaven, and we will be for eternity if we are believers. Now, I would say that I've thought about it many times over the years, and I never heard anybody else describe exactly what I saw except a lady. I was the chaplain for her mother, who was a hospice patient, and her name was Siggy, and the mother's name was Hildy. They were from Germany. Siggy had lost her son. He was 45 when he died of a heart attack. And unfortunately, it was on Mother's Day, and she shared with me the story. And she said, I saw him, I was sitting in church, and I saw him, and she described what I saw, these beautiful green hills, but she saw him in the distance. She said, I saw a man walking, and he turned and waved at me, and I knew it was my son. And then he kept walking. It was like he said, I'm okay, Mom. She described exactly what I saw, except in my dream vision, I saw my brother and was talking with him with a fence in between us. We were separated because I wasn't in heaven, but he was. He had died the day before. Heaven is very real. I have another experience that I saw my mother in her glorified state after she died, and I have to tell about that in another video. But heaven is very real. And you need to know that, and you need to know it's someplace we should want to go, not the other place. God bless you.